Hello, my name is Jerrel Gilliam. I'm the Executive Director of Light of Life Rescue Mission, and I just wanted to come to you kind of in response to the Supreme Court's ruling yesterday about the eviction moratorium. And as the Executive Director of Light of Life, we're aware of those who are in unstably housed situations. And so we just wanted to kind of speak into this. We know there's a lot of press right now around it. And what often happens when things like this occur is that it becomes this political theater around all of these different things. And what we want to do is remind everyone that there are people in the balance here. And where we stand is for helping those who are vulnerable among us to be able to be in a whole and a just society. And so in the middle of this, what we're reminded of is actually a biblical example in the Bible of the Good Samaritan. We have laws based on this story in the Bible, but essentially what Jesus is saying through this parable is that everyone is our neighbor. It's not just those who look like us or from the same racial background. Everyone is our neighbor, and we need to treat everyone with dignity and respect. So when a situation like this happens, what comes to my mind is how can we treat everyone with dignity and respect? It's a complicated issue. We have landlords that need income in order to keep their buildings open and keep them maintained, so they need money. And we have tenants that have not been able to afford to stay in their homes or to pay their mortgages or their leases. And so there's real issues on both sides. We need to find some common ground to find solutions. What we're hoping we can avoid is a situation that we had to deal with here just a few weeks ago, where we had a woman with her children who was not able to raise enough money to pay her rent and ended up being evicted by the landlord, and but had no alternative of where to go. So she ended up in our emergency shelter after utilities have been cut off. And we're so grateful that we were able to have a place for her. But that situation, I'm hoping we can avoid, because you already have this traumatic situation that people are dealing with. Just living through the pandemic, all of us have had to live with that. And then to take that, knowing that you're going to be evicted, but then becoming homeless before finding housing, that's what we're trying to avoid. And so we're just calling on everyone, all community leaders, faith-based organizations, churches, as well as county officials, city. How can we all come together and figure out some solutions so that we can avoid people having to go through homelessness in order to find affordable housing? I believe if we come together, we can find some great solutions. Prior to the pandemic, in Allegheny County, the average was 14,000 evictions in a year. And we can just only assume that has been increased as a result of the pandemic. The thing about the 14,000 is that was spread out over a whole year. But now that we are having the eviction moratorium, there's going to be the possibility of all of these coming into the system at one time. And our system is just not built to accommodate those kinds of numbers. And so it's going to take a resilient system in order to do that. One of the things about Pittsburgh and being Pittsburgh strong is that we rise to occasions like this. And so I just want us to get ahead of it, to get out there and help people. What can you do? Let's be an advocate for those who are in trouble right now. Let's find solutions. Let's find apartment buildings that are empty, or hospitals that are no longer being used. In some cities, they've been able to leverage some of those empty hospitals, like we have one here in Avalon, and to convert those rooms into temporary housing. They already have showers in those rooms, and so they can be converted very quickly. There are some solutions like that if private and government entities come together, we can find some good solutions. So thank you for your time. And just remember us here at Light of Life, as we are here advocating for the people who are on the edges here. Our doors are open 24/7. We are open for anyone, regardless of religious background, orientation. We are here to see everyone treated with love, dignity, and respect. Thank you for your help and for helping us share the love of Christ with everyone.